Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. It is a kind of an day today. I'm not gonna lie. We are getting a page finish. We'll probably get a page finish within the first half because I have 3 colors left. Well, 4 if you count the one that I'm working on. And I'm super pumped. I love getting a page finish. The only thing I don't love is I have done the piece of paper I do for the next page. Like I look at the colors and see like, okay, so this color is going to take a long time and it'll give some good ASMR vibes while I'm on stream. And that very first color, because I like it, I like to be able to go from the page that I'm working on over that color that is touching the next page just happens to be 939. So we'll be going back to dark blue after I'm done all these light blue colors. Oh my goodness. It's a chilly day today. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit, and since this is my long stream, I'll be taking breaks at 10 and 11 and ending at 12. I have the day off, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the day today. There might be a nap. But my biggest goal is this page finish here. And once I get the page all done, I'll zoom out so the entire project can be seen. Just to, because I'm closing in. I'm closing in on the top row. I have a page and a half left. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the very top row. That's going to be, I'm just going to do a row of single stitches across the top so I can see how big this next page is. And I'm super bummed that it's 939. I can't express. I'm like, no, because both Call Dance and Divine are reaching a page finish. So I have to get my colors organized for the next page. And yeah, I cried a little bit. So right now I'm working on 825. The colors I have remaining are 825, 826, 930, and 3765. Those are the last 3 colors on this page that I know of. Now, sometimes in doing stuff, I miss a stitch here or there, and I just at the end of the page, I go back and I fill it in because I'm like, oh, hey, I missed that stitch. But right now, we're just finishing up the colors. Just build it. Oh, my hands froze. There we go. My computer's been having issues. That's okay. So after stream on Tuesday, I sat and I worked on some of the little colors. And that's why today we'll get a page finished relatively quick. Now, the next page is a whole lot of 939, and it's the other half of the ear. So, but on the next row, Divine will start showing his face a little bit more. Just like on the next page of Call Dance, we'll start seeing Mr. Dionysus's hair, which is also 939. This color haunts my soul. I don't think I can express how much that this color haunts my soul. Oh, cursed knot. Okay. We're going to have to deal with their cursed knot. There. We'll just deal with it that way. I'll snip it off later. So just before I tuned in, I was watching a a YouTube video about Dexter Holland, the lead singer of The Offspring, and uh, now I have their song stuck in my head. It's a it's a weird mashup between Keep 'Em Separated, um, Pretty Fly for a White Guy, and You're Gonna Be Alright, Kid. And it's an interesting mashup going on up there. You're Gonna Be Alright, Kid is a great like power up song for getting into work is and I was just like I was learning how it, um it is like he was going for his doctorate in microbiology, which I can respect that. Uh, so yesterday after stream, I went, or no, I didn't stream yesterday. So yesterday, after I woke up and my meds kicked in, I went to a coworker's house who had some scrap lumber, and because this coworker, she purchases like storage units, and one of the storage units she purchased had shelves that she had to remove. And I mean, she admitted, she's like, I wasn't glorious about it. I just kind of ripped them out, but some of the 2x4s stayed together. And while they're not pretty, I'm like, I was like, can I have them? She's like, yeah, you'll be helping me out because I don't have to fight with them. I'm like, and you'll be helping me out because then I don't have to go buy stud 2x4s to set up my drawers that I'm working on. And she's like, well, I have drawers too. I'm like, that sounds pretty cool. And so I have, and push comes to shove, some of the drawers, like, they're not in the best shape, but they're framed, and I can replace the bottoms with the pegboard that I have. And like with the bigger ones that will suit my needs, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to use the framing of the drawer and just replace the bottoms that got broken and warped with pegboard, so I can put stuff in and it'll stay dry. So I think that's what I'll be working on once I get done stream today, is I'll probably go up into the attic and work on my little room thing. Ooh, excuse me. My little nook, I should call it. Because I think it will be a really good area for me to have like bring the project of the week up there and have it set up there, and be able to run stream and whatnot. And I just have to realize that I'm going to probably not sit up there and do as many arts and crafts, so that I'll have to figure some other things out. Some other computery thingies out. So. Alright, no. It's so funny when I zoom out, like once you look at like a cross stitch pattern for long enough, you can start to tell what colors the symbols are. And with Pattern Keeper, I don't have it showing the colors until I've done them. So like it's like the like those little cross stitch coloring games where until you hit the X, the color doesn't exist. And whew, another color down. Dun dun dun. Another one bites the dust. But I'm looking at the pattern and, well, yes, I still see the symbols. I see more of the colors. I'm like, oh, that's a patch of that, and that's a patch of that. And I just, sometimes I'm like, I sit and am in awe and wonder of my brain and how it works. When it works. Okay, we're moving on to 826. There's just lots of blue. Like there's just little stripies of blank spots left. This is why I tend to try to finish colors. Like why I have like what the quote unquote alone colors is because they're not very exciting. There's a lot of downtime as I switch colors and I have to let everybody know that as I was sitting here, Pixie just let one rip, and it wasn't just a dainty fart. Like she could have entered a contest and probably won. Because I have the most ladylike of the German Shepherd community. And so some people might notice that we call her Pig. That is the nickname she came with, but it is because when she gets super excited, she squeals like a pig. And she does. She's easily excitable. Like she is a love. Yes, she is absolutely a Karen, but she is an absolute love, and I adore her, but she is a statement to her breed. Why did I save this piece of string? Let me see how long it actually is, because it is folded in half. But I don't know why I saved that. It was like an end. Probably back from my stash of I gotta save all the colors. I gotta save every scrap of string. Now if it's like 3 inches or less, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna try to, unless it's like the end of the project and it's the end of the color. And if I don't save that little bit, I'm gonna have to go buy a whole new skein. And in some colors I do that, but I have quite the collection. I'm not in the market for any more floss. Unless it's rescuing. I always rescue stuff. That's why I rescued 2x4s. That'll be one of the things I do today is I gotta take the screws out of the 2x4s, and then I'm gonna handsaw where they're bad, because I don't need the full length of the 2x4s, I just need bits and pieces so I can cut off the bad parts and burn them. Okay, so 825 is all done on that page. 826. I bet there's only like one stitch. Okay, there's like 3. That means like I'm just looking at the colors that I have left, and I have 2 colors left, and there's more than 2 symbols. So I'll be figuring that out later. But that's okay. That's part of the fun. Mhm. 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 Okay, that was it for that color. Yeah, I think there's a couple more scrappy colors that I'll be. Oh, get my list done. 826 is all gone. Now we're moving on to 930. Uh, 930. 930 is the next color. That's more of a, it's a darker gray blue. Hmm, hmm. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna not complete that sentence. So I'm looking at my trajectory here, and like there's two stitches up here, and just one of them is like a gap here, and there's one here. So I'm just, and there's no other stitches. So I'm gonna. Yes, that's lovely. I'm going to just do the two stitches so that I can end it, and then go down here and do the big clump work. Maybe if I drag my feet enough. No, I want the page finished, but I don't want to start. I don't want to start 939 again. I just got done. Okay. There's that one. Now we're gonna and a gap of 2, and a gap of 2 right there. And funny enough, I might have a page finish for the next page, a color finish for the next page already too, because I remember 930 not being a huge color on the next page. Let me take a look. Oh, okay. No, there's more than one stitch, but that quite literally was the only stitch in that area. So I made a wise. Okay. All kinds of sounds around my house today. It is time to. This is as much of a fill-in color as I'm going to get. Well, I think it's the next color, but there's another, just a fill-in color there before I have to jump around and figure out what spots I missed. Hello, hello. Just in time. Just in time. There's going to be a page finish soon. I think either tonight or tomorrow I'm going to have to stab myself again. Reapply new pump site. So you guys are just in time. You missed all my earlier talking to myself, but there's going to be a page finish soon. I have one color that I know in this area that I have to get done. But then I have like spots I missed. Yeah. I need it because I have my properly aligned monitor that shows all my stats and whatnot. And then I have my screen over here, which once I get my new video space set up will be better. But that's where I keep all the chat and whatnot. I am very good at expressing punctuation. I'm not very good at actually using punctuation in the written form, but I'm very good at expressing punctuation. Most of the time, it's the exclamation points. It's because most of the time I'm using exclamation points. Ooh, that was something. Well, for me, like, you'll catch it the most when I go sarcasm, because I do ask that, because there are some days where the tism is winning the game, and and I don't catch all the inflection and the inference in sarcasm. Yeah. Well, it it's funny because I will phrase something like it's a question, but it will be a statement. And I have enough people who know me that not a question. I've actually not had I haven't had coffee in a couple of days. I'm a wicked fuss bucket. Wow. That was very Maynard of me. Took a dig in the dooryard. Oh. So I'm training someone at work, and it was a surprise. Tuesday, I started training this person, and she's lovely. She's Jules. She has your accent. She speaks just like Jules does. And we have a resident who her first language was French, and they she walked in, and I was like, yeah, and lady, this resident, she she comes from XYZ place, and so they start chittering back and forth in French, and the resident goes, oh, I'm sorry, I don't like to speak French around people who don't understand. And I look at her, I go, I can understand just fine. You're just going to get a response in English. and so, and I told my coworker, the new one, the new lady, I'm like, encourage it. I watch her light up when someone comes and speaks to her in the language that she grew up speaking. Do it. And don't worry about me. If I have questions, I'll ask later. But she just, like, it was so nice to see this resident light up like she did. Yeah, well, I always get an everyday reminder of you. Come on now, you. Though I'm not always on voice chat because talking is exhausting. Be, I wish I had been allowed the active mute of the selective mute growing up, because I know you guys are like, bullshit. I'm not much of a talker. And lots of people are like, bullshit. I really am not. Like, I prefer to sit and listen, and if I can, like, if talking spurs conversation, I will absolutely chit chat. But for the most part, I enjoy listening and learning. But yeah, so uh, and so I'm training this new girl, and every when she starts like she just gives me warm fuzzy feelings because I get reminded of Jules. I also get reminded of a resident who recently moved out um because her dementia was escalating, and it's just the joy. And yeah, so it was a good day yesterday and Tuesday. Oh, what did my auto mod do? We are trying to fine tune. Yes, yes, it can be annoying. Um, mine. So mine is annoying it when I start to get upset. And I have to maintain composure because speaking for me takes so much energy. Um, if I have to maintain composure, the first thing to go is the voice, and so many people mistake that for compliance. Um, if I lose my voice and it is a tense situation, it is not due to submission. It is the resources are limited, and my voice uses a lot of RAM. If there's something going on, just keep me in the loop because I need to be able to guide and fix the bugs and whatnot. Okay, the color 930 is done. Now the last color I have that I know is 3765, and it is that color. Okay, and then I have a couple of colors that I need to just fill in because I, for whatever reason, forgot they existed. Oh, okay. You know, I spoiled husband creature and myself. I needed new RAM, and he needed new RAM, and I spent a lot of money. And for his birthday, and this was back in January, um, I I got actually some really good deals on. Geez, what did I get? I got 4 sticks. So I got 64 gigs of RAM for about $300. Um, and I mean it's nothing. It's not like it's not the flashy RAM, but it's the RAM that does the job. Oh, geez. Yeah, I didn't turn my notifications back on. Um, after my staff meeting yesterday. Generally, I have them on, but I had a staff meeting yesterday and I silenced them, and I just haven't turned them back on yet. I'm sending all my love to the Hatchling and Dragon. Okay, let's get this color all finished up, and then I'll figure out what what I'm missing. I saw everybody's to-do lists for today, and I am I am supporting you because you guys are way more ambitious than me. I may go out and get gas for my car. I don't know. I can hold out, honestly. I still have half a tank. I can hold out for a little bit longer, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to get any better, so I might as well nab it now while the getting's good. That kind of thing. Okay. So we're working on 3765 is the color we're working on. It's the last color that I know that I need to do in here, and then I gotta hit my magnifying glass, and then I gotta hit the color and figure out what fucking color I gotta find and stitch in spots. Yeah. And mind you, I have a Prius. I have a relatively new Prius. I don't drive a lot, so I I am pissy for completely other reasons, for completely different reasons. But I really have been thinking about investing in an electric scooter or bicycle because I have 1.5 miles that I have to go to work. It is absolutely nothing for me, and I would I'm like the Hulk. I'm always angry. And just having a little scooter to go to and from work would be what I would need. And save my car for my craft fairs kind of thing. But the reason I don't walk to and from work, because I have no issues walking to and from work, but I have to walk through a couple of bad areas of town. And, well, I have no problems defending myself. I also have not been in a tussle in a while, and I am getting aged. So well, I pity the fool because no one they wouldn't get away undamaged, but I just don't want to. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Like, and that's why I just like having the little scooter or moped or something like that, just to zip me to and from work would be more than enough. I think it would be worse because going into work, I'd leave at like 2, maybe earlier, and that's fine. During the day, it's fine. It's the 11 o'clock at night that is the rough part. And again, I'd be tired, so I'd be much crankier. Much crankier. I just don't want to. I want everybody to feel love and happiness. And trying to take my shit does not provide you with love and happiness. Because while you might get some of my shit, you're not going down undamaged. I talk a big game. I really don't. I talk a big game, but I don't want to. I don't. I just think of the one of the many nurses I watch on TikToks. I break hearts, not HIPAA. Lots of jumping. Slow progress. Like, there's the little dots here that I'm working on. And like that, there's a spot there, that's a bigger spot, and a spot there that are colors I apparently completely missed, which is not that surprising because when I zoom out to see if I missed anything, sometimes I miss a corner. So my goals today, and I'm taking breaks at the top of the hour, so 10 and 11, I'll be taking breaks because it decided to be warm for like 2 days, and then it went back to 35-degree weather. And while it's not cold per se, it's still hovering in the 0 Celsius. It's hovering in the 0 range. Where it was like Monday and Tuesday, it was like, yay! It is now not. Yeah, my new coworker is from Edmonton. She grew up there and she moved down to the States in '99. And oh, we're down. We are down there. Let me highlight some colors. Generally, it being the last color, I'm like, fill in all the spots, but fully knowing I missed a couple colors. I'm like, wait, don't fill in all the spots. Was talking to, so we have the organization I work for has had the opportunity to actually manage to maintain a good relationship with a portable X-ray company, and the guy is super nice. He's super salty. He is super salty, but he is such a nice guy. And he had to stop by yesterday, and we were talking, and he was talking with the new lady, and they were bonding because they're closer to the same age. And he was telling me, yeah, he's like, yeah, I bought, when I first started this, I bought 3 portable X-ray machines and cars, and I just couldn't keep people going, because I asked him, I'm like, do you just do this in central and northern Maine, or do you go all the way around the state? He's like, I do the entire state because there's not a lot of people willing to travel, and not a lot of people can travel to get X-rays done. And I'm like, that tracks, because mobile X-rays. And back when he bought his machines, and I don't know what they'd cost now, I didn't ask, but $50,000 for a portable X-ray machine. And I almost was like, hey, you want help? I'll learn. I don't know what sort of certifications you need, but I could, so I couldn't do the entire state though, because I unfortunately, my mother used the car to make me fall asleep. So that's why I can't drive a lot, or I have to take breaks. And COVID did not help that any. That was my lasting side effect from COVID is I fall asleep a lot easier in cars now. But yeah, I had a really good day yesterday. I enjoy the new person. Um, Oops, not what I wanted to do, but I'll get around it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're closing in on. Oh, my hands froze. I get it. I talk. I don't need. I don't need anybody to respond to me. I talk to myself all the time. It's just nice to sometimes get responses. But no, when I have the stream on, I know that I just kind of toss out little conversation points, kind of like Bob Ross. Like, well, yes, Bob Ross was filming for instructional purposes. Um, I'm not filming for instructional purposes. I'm filming so that the people who want to watch me can watch me stab stuff. And then the people who want to chat, I will gladly chat. Happy little trees. I love that he ran a squirrel rescue. He rescued and I have a complex relationship with squirrels. Don't get me wrong. I love watching little squirrels run around outside. I love them even in my yard. But when the motherfuckers start breaking into my house and chewing up the inside of my house, they can go fucking die. But that is part of why I am doing what I am doing to my house, is so that I can enjoy the happy little squirrels and not kill them. Now I'm focused, like I'm on the last few known. I'm on the last few known color stitches. Now, now that I'm getting close to the doing the page finish, I'm realizing that I can slow down a little bit, because that's really my only goal of the day, because I get to start 939 back up again after the page is done, because that is the biggest color that touches this page. and it will enable me to properly do the next page. But I literally just got done stitching the motherfucking color. So I'm still bitching about it. I've been bitching about it for about an hour now, on and off. It is, I do not want to do 939. But there are only two really big colors. Like, most of this cross stitch, honestly, is 939 and black. The amount of those two colors that I had to buy for this cross stitch, I had to actually go online and order in bulk. That is how much of this color that I had to purchase. I think I had to get, I want to say 30 skeins of 939, 30, 32, somewhere in that ballpark, and each skein is 1,000 yards. So let's see, with all the little colors, like I've almost gotten four colors done, and I've done 100 stitches, which is deceptive. So we got nice to meet you, Feature. Let's see if I. There's a big old oil truck outside my house. Luckily, not for me. Okay, so I'm gonna take a short break so that I can go check on my stove and whatnot. Be a few minutes, and I will be back with mystery colors. It's the colors of, hey, why did I miss this? Because I have like, let's see, that's 4. This all down here is one color for whatever reason I just missed. But I have this color down here, and then I have 7 spots up here of, I don't know why I miss those colors. So I will be right back. Go grab a drink, go to the bathroom, pet your dog, chase a squirrel, but I will be right back. And I am back. I got up and the ad break was just about to start. And I'm like, nope, nope, I'll just wait till it's over. So I am finding the colors that I missed and I'm pulling them out of the lineup. And oh, I just got done doing that color. Kind of surprised I missed it. And I mean, it's not a lot of stitches, but it is. But all light blues. I have one more color I got. Okay. But the last color that we found is gonna be the first color that we do. It's weird, but there's only 602 stitches of this color in the entire project. So I'm like, hey yo. Oh, now I got Space Jam stuck in my head. Hey yo, what you gonna do? Hey yo. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. So now we're just filling in the colors that I somehow missed in my pursuit of colors. Yeah, I'm trying to work top to bottom. And it's funny, like I try not to save like super duper short pieces, but in this particular instance, I'm glad that I did because it was 2 stitches and I didn't need to have a whole big long piece of string for 2 stitches. My phone my phone just kind of like shook my room and I was like, what's going on here? So I had to go humor it. This color, what is 3865? 65. This is another only 2 stitches. Yeah, this section of today is going to be outright boring, because it is just me flittering around trying to clean up the loose ends. And then crying because I have to go back to a color that just owns my soul. It's almost as bad as the filament. No, I can't even say that. Filament is awful to work with. Filament is like that coworker that just won't go away. 939 it's smooth. It's cotton, so it's a cotton thread. It's just so much of it. And yes, I will whine about it for the next 3 years as I work on this project. Once I get this top row done, it's going to be interesting because I have to get my bigger bars. I like having 2 rows available, and I gotta utilize my bigger stretchers, and I only have 1 set, so I'm gonna have to make another set because Call Dance is gonna hit his top row here soon too. And I just don't want to swap them out every week. It's already a pain in the butt swapping them from the sidebars. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Oh, my intestines have opinions. Just so you know, they do. Okay, there are those 2. Now I have another 2, and then I can move down to the lower part of the pit. Hit the button. Hit the button, Ross. Stop getting distracted. Okay. 37. Right now, I feel like I could have a party. Let's see, how many? There's only 410. This color in the entire project only has 410 stitches, so I'm not going to do my monstrous stretch of a piece of string, just due to I don't need to. But that few colors, I very much doubt that it takes up a whole lot of room anywhere. And if it does, I can change my plan of attack. Okay. It's white on white-ish. So, I've hammered out what I want to do after stream today. I have my Chanel rose that I have a prototype I'm working on. I want to finish that because I only have 2 more petals and the stem and whatnot to do. I want to finish that. I want to do some work in my video area, and this is not in any particular order. I want to do some work in my video area. And I also want to get my taxes and husband creature's taxes done. So those are the 3 things I want to get done today. And anything else will just be good stuff. I'm going to start whining. No, I'm going to continue the whining that I've already started. I'm super excited for page finish, but I don't want to do 939. What's this one starry-eyed stitch that I have right here? Nope, that's not the color, not the button that I wanted. 790. I'm still baffled. Well, that's 311. Still baffled how I missed this one stitch. And my 11 o'clock break, I'm going to schedule closer to my ad break so that I don't have to come up and be like, oh, hey, I got to wait for the ads to show up, because that was just awkward. And I think my ads are at 5 past, so I dropped my little card thing. I dropped my bobbin. I'll be okay. I honestly thought I had more 700s than I actually did. 517 is my next color that I somehow missed. Let's see if I can drop everything else, which I can. Don't challenge me. I can do it. La la la. This one actually has quite a bit, so I'm kind of surprised I missed this color. But unfortunately, I don't have a smaller bit of it, so. Welcome to the frustrating and boring part of my stream, where I argue with bits of string. You think I'm kidding? Just wait. So last night I had to, part of my job is ordering meds. And at the beginning of my shift, we got a fax from the pharmacy with some meds that we had ordered that they're like, oh yeah, too soon to reorder. And sometimes that means that they already sent some meds and we just didn't look enough. And so I always, when I get stuff like that back, I go look in the back room and see if we have it already. I look in the drawers, see if it's already in the drawers, that kind of thing. And so there were like 5 meds that were ordered. And out of those 5 meds, three were in the room, in the med room. So I wrote notes for the next shift going, okay, so these meds were in the med room in the residence spot. And there were 2 meds that we ordered ages ago that still hadn't come in, and we were hitting the danger zone. And they had told us, hey, it's too soon to order these. So I couldn't find it in the cart. I couldn't find it in the med room. So I reordered them, and I put like, hey, we only have this many days left. And hey, it said we could order these again on these dates. So we'll see how that works out. Because I have today off, so I won't be able to see the fruits of my labor, but I'm hoping it works. Because I am trying to be more organized and have better communication on my shift and team. No, that's not what I wanted. I want 3. Okay. So last color that I somehow missed is 311. Oop, my hands froze. There we go. 311. I guess my computer's just having issues today with. Okay, so I'm gonna see how big this color is. Actually, it's a pretty big color. Temptation. Not a bad color on the next page, but it doesn't give me as much coverage as it's on my either or color. I'm just kind of surprised I missed it doing the thing, but it is a big color, so I'm going to give it a big stretch. But I am trying to practice what I preach at work. Some days it's hard. I do not say that I am perfect, but I am trying to be better. I don't say practice makes perfect. Practice makes progress. And okay, so these last few spots are all about this color. And then we have a page finish, and we'll have a small celebration. And I'll be happy, and I'll move on to the next page. And cry a little bit, but not for too much. So excited for page finish. Okay, so I'll do a zoom out while I while I gotta readjust myself because as I get work done, I do move down the side because I can't move the uh, desk, so I have to move myself. But a few more stitches. Also, I also today might do a little bit of dye work. I saw some pretty cool patterns that looked relatively easy that I wouldn't mind practicing. So whip out my hot water and soda ash and soak my shirts. Doopy-doo. We have a page finish, my friends. Yay! Select the thing you do. No, I don't need. I did not do that one. 11.02% is at the page finish. So I'm gonna yoink my camera out so we can see all of the work that I've. Maybe we can see all of it. Because, I mean, these projects are not small. Like I just gotta say, like, there we go. There's a bit of a zoom out. See if I can get it back. Well, I just got a page finish. Why aren't you twisting? You generally twist like nobody's business. There we go. There we go. There. That is what we have of call dance. Or not call dance. This is divine instinct. We just got the page finished. And I'm crying a little on the inside. I'm getting my 939 on. Cuz I have to adjust. I somehow managed to get this caught up somewhere, but that's okay. I will figure that out later. This is the next page. Those are my colors on my next page. We're getting ready to party with 939. 311. Nine three nine. Everybody's favorite color. Still have 105,000 stitches of this color left. Let me zoom out. I gotta see. Because I legit like starting at the top of the page. So. Now, do I want to just do like a single line of stitches across so I can see how long the page is, or do I just want to start off and do my normal blocking down? I don't know. Because it gets more and more as I go further down, so it's. So it's going to be 70 stitches across. The sad thing is I won't even get all of it done. Even with going all the way, there'll still be a chunk that I need to do after I get a few more of the other colors in. Can't win this war. 939. My dogs are in the background. They're throwing stuff around. I mean, I have. This is how, like, my hand. It's about the size of my hand. Like his ear is the size of my hand. Okay. Oh, it's boy. No. Guys, go. And I will play with dogs today too. That's always on the list. No, not right now. No. No. Go. I'm making decisions right now. I think for the sake of having a change, I'm gonna do a single line across the top, and that'll just show where the page is all done, and then I'll see where we're at. And I will have to bobbinate, so. Okay, so there's that. I have a brand new bobbin. Brand new bobbin. But now it's time to readjust the... Well, I'm gonna thread the needle, then readjust the cameras. We're all great, Peter. All three of us. Pig, leave him alone. Pixie. They're like, you've been talking for a whole hour. And not to us. Okay. And in this situation, I'm going old school. I'm just doing single stitches across so I can mark them as I go. And at least that way I will know that I have the right page width. Which sometimes is a bigger challenge than I would really like to admit that it is. Okay. So we're adjusting things, and I'm trying to, this camera is just, wow, okay. Oh, we're gonna get down here. I never like working at the top of a page, but nope, that's not what we're doing. Go lay down. I know, she took your toy. She stole your toy. I know, but there are 50 billion fucking toys in this house. So you can go get another one. No. Oh, that was a lot of drool. Lay down, baby. Lay down. Make your choices. They don't even have to be good choices, just as long as you make them. Okay, so I gotta get myself comfortable. And then I'm gonna get the camera comfortable. And then we're gonna sit with the awkwardness of a 110-pound German Shepherd whining because his sister took his toy. Okay. I hate working at the top of the page. Okay. That was a weird sound. Okay, that's what that noise was. But, okay. I can do this. I can focus. I don't know. I tell me to make good choices all the time. Like, let's get real now. Okay. I'm going, and generally I do like I'll go one way and then I'll go back. But because I'm doing the very, very tippy top line and I'm going across 70 stitches. And I'm going to make sure I have the gaps in the right places. And I'm going to have the hard stop where the page ends. which is the benefit of the 939, at least in this particular situation. But I can mark it as I go, and no, I keep hitting I keep hitting the but it's we're going into blank territory. So I can maybe I can get a closer zoom of this. Yes, I can. There we go. I think that might be the best I'm getting. That's two. It's the foundation stitch. This is essentially the foundation stitch of this page. I'm trying a new way of, maybe I won't mess it up as bad as if I get the entire top row done. I can maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's 6. 7. 8. And it'll, at like 5 past 11, I'm gonna take another break. Oh, yes. My meds are starting to touch in a little bit stronger, so it's. I have someone going, "Hey, you wanna try to dye a dress?" And I'm like, "Yes." 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I got 10. There we go. And then another. The hard part of this is I can't have it tipped any flatter. So that's 10. Okay, so we're gonna do another 10. I'm gonna try focusing. I'm gonna try focusing today. Today, we're gonna try to focus. Wish us luck. Okay. 1. Well, I already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that was 1. That's a new record. 2. 10. So I should have 20 here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Woohoo! Now I gotta do 4 and then skip 1. Okay. One, 2, 3, skip 1. There we go. Okay. Whew. Oops. Only bad thing about. Okay, let's see. Yay, meds. I keep saying fuck off. But yeah. I'm trying a new method on a new page. I'm just trying to do, because 939 owns my soul at this point in time, and it is the most populous color on this page. So I'm trying to do the 70 across so I can know where the page ends. With no uncertain terms, I have the 70 across to establish the page. That's why I didn't, I could have started with another color. Don't get me wrong, I could have started with another color, but if I get the top row established, yeah. So the top row is 70 across, and the last page of this bit is 60 across. So it's almost a full page. It's 10 shy of a full page. So okay. I'm waiting for my ads are incoming, and then I'm gonna peace out for a few, go check the stove, go grab some sugar, because apparently, actually I have Canada Dry blackberry ginger ale is actually really good, and they use real ginger still, but there's not too much in that can, so that's not a whole lot of sugar, but it only comes in regular, so it's one of the few things I will drink my carbs for. Okay, so we get 5 stitches and then a skippy part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I like having the gaps because it gives me a good spot that like, hey, I got this number right. I don't have to worry about that number anymore. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got that. Two and 1. Nope, oh, it's only skip 1. Now we need to skip 2 and 1, not skip 1 and 2. Skip 2 and 1. Skip 1 and 4. Skip 1 and 4. 1, 2. 3. And 4. Skip 1 and 1. Okay, we've gotten to the end of, how many blocks have we done? 2. Okay, we are at the end of 4 blocks. Okay. Yep, so we have 30 stitches left to go. Okay, I have 10 to do. Maybe before it goes and says, hey, we're gonna pop some ads up here. I got 10 solid to do, so one, 2. Okay, so that was the end. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so this is 6. Oops. Okay. No. Oops. Okay. See how many that is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's just double check. We got one already. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. We got 10. Oh, look at this. Oh, okay. So I have an incoming ad break. I'm gonna swap over and I will be back in a couple moments. Okie dokie. So that'll be the last ad break for the day. And I got me my Swedish fish. Ah. So I have 20 stitches, 20 stitches left to travel. So and it's funny because I instead of ending at the page break on this one, I've been ending at the block break, at least horizontally. Vertically, I keep changing my mind. I'm just chewing on some Swedish fish. Speaking of squirrels, there's a squirrel right outside my window on a dead tree. Twitching its tail. Probably gonna do some gymnastics. So just before stream, I finished one of my butterfly clippies. I'm just waiting on some more alligator clips. I only have like a few left, so I've been slowing down my production. They were a really big hit at work, so for the residents. So I'll make a few more for them. Make a few more for because because that was the deal that I made with myself. Is if whatever I didn't sell it at the first craft fair, I was going to just give to work. Now, I'm going to have a stash for my next fair of like 20 or 30, which is not till June. But I'm going to make some more for work. Just random. Just random colors. I mean, they're no good for you, but they are a good source of sugar, let me tell you. I'll tell you what. Okay, I need to do 8 stitches. I get a Billingville sketch stuck in my head. I tell you what, it's like, what is going on here? Okay, it's the end of the stitch. In Texas, that's a complete sentence. Everywhere else, they're like, what? What are you gonna say? I said it. Okay, cool. Need to count to 8. Actually, I have a pin. Maybe I have a pin. I thought I had a pin. Earlier, I had a pin. I have a whole table that you guys can't see that is just, right now, it's covered in yarn. But it also, underneath the yarn, it has a giant diamond art project that I'm working on. But most of the time, it's my flat surface for yarn. Pixie, enough! Go lay down. Come crying to my door that she's not getting enough 28-hour a day throws. Oh, there's my pin. It was hiding. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll see. 1, 2. Just don't want to stab myself. That's why I didn't yoink it all the way down. 3. Shorter. Need shorter pins. 4. I have hot glue string stuck to me. Six. Nope, knock it off. 6. 7. Oh my holy fuck. There we go. And it's also the piece that it's the end of the piece of string too. So so I should have okay. I should have 11. That was 8, so I should have 19 in that row. So I'm gonna count this row here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19. Woohoo! Okay. So far, so good. We are on the last. We're on the last block of the top line of this row. So, making good progress. And I dropped my card. I think I dropped my card. Maybe. Oh no, I didn't. I just put it somewhere. I put white on white, and I couldn't see it, but I found it because I looked a little harder. Okay, so we're on the last. And it's funny because the last 939 stitch is actually one less than the end of the page. and the end of the page is black, which is just as monstrous of a color on this page. So but those are quite literally the two stream colors that I have. After I get 939 on the page, I should be able to do the smaller colors and build the ear and whatnot, and probably the same thing that I did on the other ones. Okay, so we're on the last hurrah, which is only a few stitches. Okay, so we have a gap of 4. So 1, 2, 3, and a gap of 4. And then 3 stitches. Oops. I guess I did not secure that properly. Really? Really? We're playing this game? Okay, 3. 1. 2. 3. Skip 1 and 1. Skip 1 and 1. And it's funny, the actual end of the page is this stitch here, but we have reached the top edge of the page. I'm gonna look at the bottom edge and see how much of that is 939. I don't think a whole lot of that's 939, but if I can mitigate and actually line things up, I might have a page that doesn't bow as much as it normally does. It's very tempting just to box in the page. But I'll call it I got a win. I'll back it up a little bit so. Oh, that's the top edge of the page. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but that's 13,000 stitches that this page will eventually be. It's each block is 100 stitches, so it's 7 across. 7 stitches across. Let me see how many tall. And it is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 tall. So add some zeros on there. So 10, 7,000. Okay. I think that works, yeah. 7,000. I've actually kind of surprised myself how many stitches I've gotten done today. I didn't think I'd get that many done. But we are going to end this little piece of string here and continue our journey back up against the other page and work our way out. Hello, feature. So we're gonna live up in this corner for right now. I'm gonna move my bonus needle out of the way, and I'm gonna move it over to the other end, even though it's a much bigger needle. I don't know, not quite sure why. I'm gonna find a smaller needle. It's a pretty bulky needle for a cross stitch. A good sewing needle, but it is not a. It's not a cross stitch needle. I'll find another one. Okay, we are going. We're gonna just do for the first. Yeah, for the first one, we're just gonna do a stretch of 10 because it goes down because the ear is here. So I'm gonna do down because it goes around this side of the ear, but the other ones I'm gonna do blocks. I'll do 3 blocks of 20. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my standard practice of halvesies and then go back. total of 7 lines that are blocked. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to, before end of stream, I'm aiming for 5 rows because they're just all back and forth. And once I get that, or 10 of or 5 of hits, whichever comes first. But, mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Trixie's out in the hallway singing the song over people because I have not thrown her Kong in a whole couple of minutes. I threw their Kong a couple of times while I was on break. And I let them out too. Mm-hmm. I have no reason to be playing Thread Chicken, yet here I am, playing Thread Chicken. Thread Chicken. couple more rows, and then we're calling it a day. We got a page finished. We got the top of the page all set. Got a lot done today. I feel very accomplished. And I'm gonna do adulty adult things like my taxes and whatnot, so I'll feel even more accomplished. Okay, last line of the day. It's almost 100 stitches on its own. So when we're for the next few weeks while we're working on Divine, it's gonna be special. It's gonna be interesting, I should say. I need to adjust all my stuff over a little bit because of moving down a page, but you know, I'll do that in the off time. Maybe. So today's goals. I'm getting my Chanel rose done. Maybe I'll get another one done. Get my Chanel rose done. I'm getting my taxes done. And I'm gonna work on my video area. Those are my goals for today. Because I got my crafty goals finished. I got a page finish, and that's really and I'm over 11% now. Which, I mean, it's like but at the same time, I'm very pleased. And we only have another 68 or 66,990 stitches left on this page. I am glad. I gotta figure out what I want to do for lunch. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna highlight. Actually, three lines that I got left on the page. That's not too much. I'll do the last 3 lines and get this block done. Because it's only 3 lines and only a couple stitches, so. I legit thought it was a lot of jumping, but it's a 3, 2, 1 countdown. It's a Care Bear countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, so we start off today. Let me find my button. We start off today at 10.97%. We are now at 11.06%. I did 54 stitches. 54 stitches. Got a page done. Got a top border done, so I can maybe not screw up as much in the count. But this is the tippy tip of his other ear. This little area marks the top of his ear. This is the rest of it. So everybody have a fantastic day. Drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. I will be back tomorrow, 10 to noon, and I hope everybody has a fantabulous afternoon. Wish me luck in my adulthood endeavors, because taxes. And I will see everybody on the flip side. I love you all.